Good morning, afternoon or evening, and man, what a reveal past week. We got every single character returning, Robin included, and of course me being a Robin main, I'm really eager to tell you guys about all the things I found so far. So we'll jump right ahead and see what we've got. Right off the bat, the biggest change to Robin is his new HUD. And as you might have noticed, both the Levin Sword and the Thunder Tome have 20 points of usage. So it might be safe to assume that the Fire Tome, the Wind Tome and the Nosferatu Tome will have 20 points of usage as well. But here comes the interesting part, is that if you look at the Levin Sword, it consumes 3 of those points. And well, me playing Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, normally you would be able to do 8 forward smashes before your Levin Sword runs out. Now it's only 7, so here's a bit of speculation. I believe that different Levin Sword attacks might consume a different amount of these points, but that's something for the future. For now, this is what we've got, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this actually will work out for Robin in the end. The second thing I want to talk about is Robin's jab combo, which at first glance doesn't seem that different, but there is a lot more to it, because it seems that characters won't be able to actually fall out of it anymore, which is a very welcome addition. If you can remember Smash Bros. For the Wii U, where some characters were able to up B after the second hit, or just air dodge entirely, which was very frustrating, but that seems to be a thing of the past. And there's another thing about this jab combo, like the first hit of the jab actually reaches higher visually than it did in Smash Bros. For the Wii U. So I'm not quite sure if this will actually be true, that the hitbox will be higher as well, because if it does, it means you got yourself a very good tool to protect yourself against jump ins, which is very welcome. And it kind of looks like up tilt, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe up tilt changed, but that's something for the future as well. There's still so much to explore in this game. Next thing I want to talk about is the new Elwind, because in the past Robin's recovery was rather lackluster. It was very predictable, it could be easily punished, and it just wasn't good. Now, however, you can actually angle the up B into different directions. I'm not quite sure how far this reach goes. I don't think it will go like, for example, what Greninja can do, but that's something we have to wait for as well. But it's still a very welcome addition, that you don't need to worry too much about your recovery being straightforward. You can mix it up, you can outsmart your opponent and recover more safely. So that's definitely a very big buff. This card has been slightly changed as well, but I do believe this has to do with universal changes with how items work. But we've got one very nice example in the trailer. It's when Robin actually discards Nosferatu and it hits Jigglypuff. However, it doesn't disappear instantly. It seems to bounce off, and from what I've got from other sources, it seems that things like Diddy Kong's banana, or at least the normal banana peel as an item, does the same thing. It doesn't just disappear anymore. So if you hit something, it bounces off and you can actually grab it again. So that's a great change, and puts a lot more focus on item play, which I'm personally a big fan of. Jump squad reduction is actually a universal change among all the characters. However, for Robin, this is a big difference, because normally Robin would have 7 frames of jump squad. That has been reduced to just 3 frames. It means that Robin can act a lot quicker with aerials, for example, out of Arc Fire or Arc Thunder, or even Checkmate. Checkmate might be affected as well. Might be easier to hit, but it all depends, of course, on down throw. Of course, if that has been changed, it might not work anymore, but that's something we can look forward to as well, to actually find out. There are a few more things I want to talk about. One of them is Nosferatu, and the thing about Nosferatu is that it would put you into freefall state if you did it in the air. However, it has been reported that a lot of characters that use special moves that would normally put them in freefall doesn't do that anymore. So, for example, Zelda's Din Fire, it doesn't put Zelda into freefall anymore after using that. So hopefully that same change will come to Robin as well, because being able to use that move freely, just a command grab in the air without worrying that you plummet to your doom. That's pretty great. Another small thing I want to talk about is the electrical effect, because if that remains unchanged in terms of how it works, where it actually extends the active frames as soon as you hit something, it might mean that you can still alter the knockback angle if you do, for example, an Arc Thunder to down air, also known as the Ignis among the Robin players, where you actually launch your opponent horizontally. That might be still in the game. It actually was in Brawl. It actually carried over to Smash Bros. Wii U. So hopefully that will be in Smash Bros. Ultimate as well, because I really like doing those kind of things, and it's always quite amusing to see those. But that's about it for now. Hopefully we'll get more info about Robin later on. If there's more info, of course, I will cover it as well, make another video like this. So if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And in the meantime, I will still be posting a lot of other Robin related Smash content. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching.